Okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. There we go. It was not only capturing the audio from the microphone when I speak, but apparently the headphones was not set up correctly. Well, shit. Well, shit. I gotta figure out why this is not capturing Grand Theft Auto 5. Wanted to drop by, though currently at work, a different one from where I used to be. A stopping by is a stopping by. I'm not really that desperate to have a lot of people join in, really. But it's understandable. If you're busy, then you're busy, you know? Just one of the few one of the few things of life that goes on when I don't know what I'm about to say. But we all have our ways of life. We're not always going to be active within the platform, and that's very understandable. No worries, got lots going on, and lack of PC is one of them starting today. I see. Yeah, making. I mean, no, I wouldn't even say that because it's kind of a different scenario compared to you. Um. But as time progresses onwards, maybe someday you will get a PC. Though, unfortunately, sometimes it's just that reality nowadays is kind of painful just to witness as how everything is nowadays. Prices just being going up and everyone's being gouged for every little thing. You could probably even get a hot dog from a football stadium, and that thing's gonna cost you like $10, which is more sufficient if you just go to like a fast food restaurant and end up buying food from there rather than just spending a $10 on a hot dog at a football game. Though unfortunately, time progresses onwards, we're reaching to a point where buying stuff is just like becoming more difficult. Especially if you want to do some gaming.
All right.
And quite sadly, from today's standards, it's only just going to get more worse. Remind me of those long wiener hot dogs for the first visit at Fenway Park. Oh boy.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
I'm reminded of hot dogs, like a hot dog restaurant named Wiener Schnitzel once here in my hometown. A long time ago, there was a restaurant like this in the downtown area, but then the place got closed down. But then, like a year or two ago, they ended up rebuilding the place, except it's in a different location. The reason as to why is uncertain. I wish I knew why.
I'll get back to work.
Though if I have to be real, I don't get the hot dogs from there. What I do get is a burrito. Well, it's more of a taco per se, but all it's supposed to be like the bean burrito with the fries and cheese. But I don't get it with the beans because I don't think I would be a big fan of it. I do know that when it came to Wiener Schnitzel, we go there a few times, and my could go for a chili dog if given a chance. Oh, we're going to Sonic the Hedgehog route. That's his favorite thing too. I kid. I kid. I kid. But, you know, cravings are a powerful thing. This K-Tor truck is very unsettling. Like, the moment you... like, your arm's clipping through that window or the door. Fuck. That only decreases in value after crashing into something. I'll be honest though, playing this on the Dell G15 just happens to run a lot more better. Actually, it runs a lot more smoother when it comes to the streaming part. Because when I do this on the other laptop, which is the HP Pavilion X360, lagging. It's like bad. Probably bad to a point where the streaming platform just like turns off. Not similar to how Fallout 4 did, but kind of. The biggest memory killer is if I have this on NVIDIA graphics and the thing crashed last night. Seen plenty of K vehicles. They're surprisingly easy to hop in. I'm pretty sure about it too. I mean, when I once had a Chevrolet Cruze, I had to like, it felt like I had to squat to get inside of the car. And then when I get inside of the inside of the Buick Encore, it like takes some. It's not like you're squatting down to get into the vehicle, but it just feels like you're not ready to. You're not well situated inside of the vehicle. Someone forgot about the American Lacetti. Yes, unfortunately, the American Lacetti. The Chevrolet Cruze, because we can't seem to find an actual vehicle. Oh, what the hell is that? Hold on. Is that what I think it is? I think I lost it after just trying to get it to the vehicle. Okay, note to self, heavily modifying this was a bad idea. Nope, there's the vehicle. It's the Google Maps car. Not anymore. Actually, that was kind of pointless. It was a waste of a perfectly usable sticky bomb. Yes, the American Daewoo Lacetti, because we're too cheap and lazy to make another vehicle. That's how reality is inside the United States, is that at some certain point we stopped relying on Detroit and just wanted to import for cheaper production costs, like pretty much. Are we going back on that? Probably not. Like, we're not. There, I think that should do a lot more better. Because, yeah, the stream was lagging. Turns out that my brother's connection is becoming more ass if we're using it. Well, if I'm using it. Time to do some bounty hunting work.
Hey.
I honestly need to start thinking about getting some more guys to work inside this place so that we can be a lot more easier to make more money.
This guy, woo boy, former heavyweight on a second-degree murder charge. Something of a legend back in his day, but now he's running bad steroids round town. Got serious monster muscle. No wonder no one's wrangled him yet. You'll be fine.
I mean, I always come up with a way to beat this guy, so yeah, I am gonna be fine. Sounds like you were trying to doubt me! And I hate being doubted. I hate it. The unfortunate thing, though, when it comes to, like, streaming on the G15 is the fact that I have to... In order to stream, I would need to make sure that the,
Rock Thompson should be in a convoy moving his steroids through the city. Take out the signal jammers I just tagged so we can track them down. We could definitely use the element of surprise in this fight. Let's take out the jammers so we can ambush this guy. Here's the lowdown on Rock Thompson. He's a big ex-boxer that got kicked out of the pros once he started juicing so hard he tore a referee's arm off. After that, he switched to selling knockoff steroids to every bodybuilder in LS. His last batch killed half the front line of the pounders. All the cops are too terrified to go near him. Then that's where we come in.
you know what section... What was I gonna say earlier? I forgot.
You get the coordinates I just sent you? Some shady shit going on down there. Big weapons training and stuff like that. I guarantee they got something big enough to stop a convoy.
Oh yeah, I remember. The unfortunate thing is that I have to stream with the recording headset.
Okay, that jammer's down.
Or the Yeti microphone. I have to record with the... I have to stream with the Yeti microphone in order to get some of the recordings in. Because when I tried using a headset, man, would I have trouble just trying to hear myself while speaking. Each and everything... And this is with the Pavilion. I would have to adjust the settings so that way you can make certain that I could hear myself speaking when it comes to all of this. Which is very problematic. On the sense that I can't really hear myself, but also at times, at random, my headset ends up cutting off. So you won't hear in whatever bits of the context I would say. Well, I think this applies more for recording, really, but it kind of is like this when I'm doing streams in some certain way, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that it's just... bleh, every so often. And it could just be because of the hardware as to how it's made.
To the drop-off, you'll be dealing with way more than Brock. There's like an army of his roided-out clients waiting on this delivery.
Fall back! Everyone on the ground!
Hell yeah, we got the convoy location. Now we got a couple options here, partner. You want to find a quiet spot with a good view, plan ourselves a little ambush? Mowing them down head on is always a solid option too. Man, you couldn't pay me to go toe-to-toe with
For
Brock
what?
Thompson. Not only was he the two-time regional heavyweight champ, but he's out of his fucking mind.
Ah, crap. Okay, I think we're gonna fail. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. We need to block this truck.
Okay, let's stop this thing. What are you feeling? A blockade? Or will you just shoot the ever-loving shit out
Ah!
of it? Man, I love bounty hunting.
Son of a bitch.
Looks like they stopped. Think Brock's still in the truck. Oh boy. Guy's probably juicing up as we speak.
No, he is not. He is actually getting some body armor, and I might as well just do the same thing.
You guys wanna rock with Brock?
Go! Get him!
Motherfucker! I will bench press your dead body!
They're gonna call for backup.
You scumbag! Find cover! Shit! Ah, fuck! I gotta tap out. Fuck you! Look out! Take cover! You motherfucking cocksucker!
Go get him!
Got him now. I think I gotta go to single player to fix the issue in regards to the free aim.
Ooh, let's get him back to the
What the
office
hell?
sooner rather than later, huh?
Once I get out, you're on the top of my list, bitch. You know how many guys will come looking for you when they don't get their juice? I got a feeding frenzy on my hands, asshole. And you about to piss off every oiled up gym bro in the city. I'm not built for prison, man. I mean, physically, yeah, but inside, it's fuck.
Man, I really can't believe you brought Brock Thompson in alive. Nice work, partner.
Damn it!
And that was a mission accomplished. Stay in there.
Pussy bitch!
Tape it down.
Hold on, I think I do need to do it when I'm not in the game. Let me do this real quick and then rejoin.
Where are your keys in the car? I need to borrow your car.
Why are you borrowing my car?
Because Mom wants me to go to the store.
I'm not. You have your own car.
It's in the driveway in front of her car.
Oh my lord, dude.
Well, then you go to the store.
I don't want to go to the store.
Well, then get your keys for that. Mom wants ketchup.
Move her car then.
I'm not moving her car out. Her car has a flat tires and.
Always my car. Always my car. Can't go one moment without my fucking car. Give me a moment. Every time it has to be my fucking car. I swear. Like, honestly, I'd be glad if I actually do have my own place by now. Because I'm getting sick and tired of people borrowing my car. Because it's a waste of my gas. It's not like I used anyone else's vehicle to get anywhere else. Even if I did, I hardly ever would. It's unfair on the fact that I have to refuel my vehicle. I don't see anyone else doing it. Like, honestly, the problem is that gas prices are so freaking expensive. And I have to refuel my car every single time when I'm, like, needing it. Even after work, probably. But no, that's not pragmatic enough. What is pragmatic is that my car's the only thing that should be utilized, so that way people don't have to waste their own gas. Honestly, it's why I'm glad I'm getting to a point where I actually do get to move out. Like, we're getting to a point in time at the very least. I got more annoyed when people borrow things and when something of mine is borrowed and it's just like tampered. My car's like my car. I don't like my seats being adjusted because it take or anything adjusted in my that is not in the way I want it per se. And my gas. I hate how nobody wants to put the gas into my vehicle when they were borrowing it. I put gas on my brother's car when I borrowed it. Hell, I even gone as far as to putting air on it before. I don't know. I don't see how that's even fair in the first place.
For real? You got it. Leave it to me. See ya.
I should start doing some of the small tasks. I have this strategy where in GTA 5, when I was playing the legacy version where you wait over time and you let your nightclub build in all the stuff all together. Meanwhile, you do some of these other tasks and then you do the
Hey, we'll need
auto shop job and then all of that kind of stuff. At the very least, just wait patiently until all your businesses are making enough and then go from there.
How's it going?
Some stuff look refined, others don't. But then again, this is a video game. I shouldn't even expect it to be perfect. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest that they changed the sounds for the garage. Like when the doors open and close. Well, at least this is not an out-of-town one. God, I hate the tow jobs when it's like all the way at Paleto Bay or freaking Blaine County. I mean, I get it. The fact of it is that GTA is supposed to be like a in the world of GTA is supposed to be like massive. When you're driving around, you're flying, you're running, and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes when you're playing online and you're trying to grind your way through to make a lot of money, and you're just like doing some smaller, simple tasks in order to ascertain this, it just takes like a very long while just to get some of the stuff done. Some of the stuff which is really not too favorable. But even at that, it's still required to be done nonetheless. Like, all I really wonder is what worth I could get from all of this if I keep on doing the process of grinding money in GTA Online just to acquire more businesses and then stuff like that. Which reminds me that I still need to opt to move some of the businesses, like the biker businesses that I have, into Los Santos. So that way it'd be more simpler just to go all the way over there. And if the sell, I think the sell process, like if the sell process is a lot more in Los Santos, why not just do it from there? Kind of gets things done a lot more quickly rather than going back and forth into Blaine County and then just go from there. If it, like, in Los Santos, it's like right across the street, pretty much, kind of vibe of doing your businesses. But of course, I can't jump into that conclusion right away because I would have to start all over from this very beginning in regards to said business, whether it's like counterfeit cash or forged documents and stuff like that. That's because the thing is that there's always a process. There's always going to be a process when playing in this game. Always going to be a process. I hate it. Everyone hates it. Well, I mean, I'm not too sure. But I do know that a lot of people don't really favor it the most. But, nonetheless, there is a process for all the stuff while playing through inside this game. And in order to ascertain the getting that kind of stuff, we would need to go through with said process. Honestly, I think for the rest of the month, I'm just gonna make this the last stream, and then I'm not gonna make it the end of the channel, but I do need to take some time away from streaming for real. Like, I need to take some time off from doing anything YouTube. Well, I am gonna make some videos still, but streaming this is taking up too much time just to make some videos possible, number one. Number two, I need to worry about college still, because we're at the second semester, and I need to be doing some assignments that are really crucial to the class. I mean, first semester is all good as well, but the second semester is what I need to worry about ultimately as well. But, to be noted, I do have the JDM Japanese Drift Master game, so there will come a point at some point in this channel's future that I will start streaming this game. It's not going to be right now, but it'll be soon enough. Actually, let me swap from CEO to president.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I'll get there as soon as I can. I'll get back to it then.
Honestly, this is not a bad motorcycle. I mean, granted, it's not everyone's personal favorite, but, the Zombie Chopper is kind of interesting, even though really it's, like, for free right now. Because of this, special edition of GTA. Don't really want to try to brag about it, though. Maybe I could swap this out for a Chimera at some point. It's a weird idea, but I don't know. Just find the Chimera as a motorcycle an interesting one. Or, well, actually no, I'm not going to trade this one. I might as well just keep it. Shit. Let's see, what businesses did I have? I have all of those, but I do need to move them to Los Santos at some point, which means I have to grind my way through to be able to do that. The big moneymaker I have right now is just mainly the counterfeit cash one, but even that one, I'm gonna move it to Los Santos at some point. I'm here. Hello.
Bye now.
Selling to independent dealers could be a side hustle, but yeah, I need more than just specifically that. So the fact of it is that I'm more of someone that just doesn't like to go out of his way to just get the resupplying done via doing missions. Instead, I prefer more best than I just like buy the supplies for demand and then go from there. I mean, I guess you could buy some upgrades to this place. Okay, that's one. Buy some supplies, and then there's that. Now I am officially less than $500,000. The only thing that meth lab does not have is the proper equipment, but there will come a time and place when that will ever happen. That place will ever get more stuff. I might as well just check the other businesses just to make certain, even though I really don't want to, because some of them are farther away than most. I am not the biggest fan of driving from place to place. I could check this place, see if they got anything going on. Actually, I need to go to the nightclub. Manage it for a bit. Oh God. If there's one thing I would ever do, which I don't think would ever happen, would be to make like a GTA film where it's basically mixing in with the ideas of Twisted Metal and Death Race. And I mean, like, that's not even original. Well, kind of, but it's like not a lot of people have done it before. Not a lot of people made it like narrative or anything like that, which is ultimately disappointing. Safe to say. I would do it on the 5M, but unfortunately I do not have the money just to be doing a server of my own. So I would have, and this is not really gonna happen anytime soon, not that I know of. But I would have done it for through here. Honestly, I actually do need to get to watching Twisted Metal Season 2. I've watched the first season, and I have not watched the second one. Oh, guy's passed out. Hopefully it doesn't require me to go to, I don't know, Blaine County or Paleto Bay. Man.
Okay, Marcel.
Like, see, this is honestly a lot more better. I don't get why I have to go out of town just to go to the hospital. I would have preferred it if Rockstar Games has it to where when you take these people to the hospital from the nightclub, like when you're doing these kind of objectives, I like it more better if you could just do it specifically in the respective areas, which is basically in the city. If you have a nightclub inside of Los Santos. No, I'm not too sure if they have any in Blaine County or Paleto Bay, per se. But I prefer it more better. I prefer it more better if you just do it simply inside. If you take your customers that are like passed out from your nightclub and you just take them specifically to the Los Santos hospitals, not Blaine County, not Paleto Bay. Well, granted, I think Paleto Bay would be too far. Just Los Santos, and that's just about it. And probably wouldn't have too much of a problem with this.
I just did some asking around, and this guy is a sustainability manager and an environmental consultant for Globe Oil. Do you have any idea how wealthy and sadistic those kind of people are? So yeah, please don't let him die. And if we ever needed friends with a stake in the price of gas, it's now.
I am looking forward to the weekend, I tell you.
That's great. Good for you.
Like, that's all I really ask for, is just have it to where it's just specifically in town, not far out.
It's on the way.
Bruh, I am not even anywhere far from the road. I was just on top of a limousine.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
I'll get back to work.
Why do I have to wait for a cooldown just for a vehicle delivery? This game doesn't really surprise me at the very least. Might as well just check how much I've made so far with the products that are being accrued. Just to be certain. I mean, granted, I should not expect it to be, like, completed right away, but, you know, it's just best to do this kind of thing. Just for the sake of it. Oh, there's very little that I made so far. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer for this to go by any quicker. I hate how expensive this crap is. Just to buy upgrades. And it could be for any business. And like, it doesn't matter what business you get it for. It is going to be stupid expensive. No matter how much you want it to be. Like, no matter how much you try to look at it. Out of the way.
So while you're over there, we need flares.
dickweed! Go fuck yourself.
Even a motorcycle could take this thing out. Not what I was hoping for, really. I mean, and again, I'm driving a K-Toro, so... There's one thing I'm still disappointed though, when it comes to playing titles that are made by Rockstar Games. Why haven't we gotten another Midnight Club game? Like, Midnight Club, like Grand Theft Auto is fine and all, but holy crap are they missing out on the racing genre of video games. It would have been nice to see them have a Rockstar San Diego to go out and, say, make another Midnight Club game. Because honestly, those games were fun for their time. I would love to play a Midnight Club game. I would love to see Rockstar Games make another one, but unfortunately, they're not going to do so anytime soon. And that's the sad reality that we live in nowadays, is the fact that game studios are now big, and when they are done with a certain franchise, I mean, it's understandable they're done with it, but it's just disappointing to see that they're not. It's just disappointing enough that they're not putting their efforts into making another game on said franchise. Like, Rockstar Games is not going back on making another Midnight Club game, and I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. I'm not too sure what exactly the reason is, but I know there's a reason for it. I think it has to do with Grand Theft Auto 4. Maybe Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm not really too sure. But I do know it's because of Grand Theft Auto being like the #1 franchise for Rockstar Games. It's mainly the reason why we haven't gotten another Midnight Club game. Yeah, nobody cared that I took this car. Hehehe. The one thing I don't like when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, and this really hinges onto Grand Theft Auto 6 because, while yes, it is going to exist in the near future, but my problem is that this game has been delayed so much that it's just like tiring at this point to just see the game right there and then about ready to be released, and then boom, another delay. Oh, it's gonna be released this year. Another delay. And the next thing that comes up in mind is that it's gonna be $100 fucking just to buy Grand Theft Auto 6. You're not hearing me wrong, or well, maybe you are. It just depends on what the pricing is gonna be at the end of the day. But $100 just to buy Grand Theft Auto 6.
We'll salvage the parts and get paid in no time.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? $100 to buy Grand Theft Auto 6. I could probably even use some of that money to buy myself a coffee maker. Or an air fryer or something like that. Like, holy shit. Or buy two controllers, or even a new headset, whatever. Or maybe a few games on Steam. But holy shit, $100 to buy Grand Theft Auto 6. You have to be out of your mind just to charge people that amount of money just for that one game. I'm probably not even going to get the game at the very least.
Hey, partner. Sounds good. Shit, I'll start setting up something. Hey, so you know this lady called Agatha Baker? Man, I met her at some 40 under 40 event a while back. She runs shit over at the Diamond Casino. But anyway, look, she just got off the phone. And it turns out the Triad's been hitting their shipment of chips and slot machines.
Honestly, I think I'm better off with my chances of playing Monster Hunter Wilds or Elden Ring rather than spend $100 for GTA 6. There's just no way that I'm going to be spending that much money on one game. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, you have better chances of playing any other game else that isn't specifically Grand Theft Auto 6.
Inbred moron! Cocksucker! You piece of shit! You piece of shit! I'm a fucking Marine! Get your damn heads down! Inbred moron! I'm reloading!
So far, so good.
Don't fuck with me! You piece of shit! I'm gonna kill you! Inbred moron! You wanna play with me? You I'm out! Gotta reload! Enemies down! Got him. Suck my leg! You piece of shit! Reloading! Dick! Inbred moron! You fuck with the wrong soldier! You piece of shit! Cocksucker! Cocksucker! Inbred moron! Here I come! So long, loser. I'm a fucking Marine! Cock locked, ready to rock! Inbred moron! Die! did you want me to perform? Good to go. I'll bet you be ready to use that the second you get out the door.
Okay, why would you put off-road tires on this thing? Why? Ugh. Here, you go worry about that. I'm gonna go worry about getting this.
Don't know what you're doing hanging around. Ain't we got a hustle on? Peace. Hey, some new licks up on the board if you're looking to work. Aye, bye. Hey, you ready?
Yes, yes, yes. Go attack someplace to go get the code. Not exactly new.
So this dude with the pass ain't just a businessman. He mixed up in a lot of colorful shit with the Korean mob. Got a feeling you won't just be walking in there and asking for it. So wake up.
Hey, you my dude, right?
mean, realistically, my big problem in regards to GTA 6 is that it's just going to be so friggin' expensive. Just to get that one game and then just play it right there and then. Will it be worth it? Probably to some people, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. If I have to be honest, this is a video game, like, it's a game franchise that is being developed and run by a AAA game company that cared so much about its customers and fans at one point, but nowadays it's just corporate greed, pretty much. Used to be balls to the wall with crude humor and all that kind of stuff, but nowadays it's like sensitive. Not only that, but they're also wanting, like, they're just money hungry. Like Nintendo, except probably even more worse than that. And if there's one thing I have to note out is that, yeah, we may get GTA 6. And there's a chance GTA 6 Online is going to exist as well. You want to know what my big problem is? The big problem is that they're going to do the same thing in GTA 6. Whereas everything is going to have a price tag and it's going to be very fucking expensive. I mean, they've tried multiple levels of promoting shark cards inside of GTA 5 Online for the most part. And hey, who knows? They'll probably be... Who knows, maybe GTA 6 will be the same way in regards to GTA 5. Where it's gonna have a lot of expensive crap, all for the sake of promoting shark cards. I would not know for certain, but I have that kind of hunch that just tells me otherwise. I'm just usually the type of individual that expects the worst to ever come when it comes to video games. And corporate greed could be one of the few things.
Nobody gonna think twice about that vehicle being there, but I have some of my dudes keep an eye on it just in case.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought he got in by now.
Thanks. My getaway driver, I don't know. He got spooked and ran. You're really saving my ass here. Fucking LSPD. Listen, you want a cut of the take? It's yours if you ditch him.
And gaming as a hobby is just like any other hobby else. It's just dying. We're not probably gonna admit to that.
Gone. Okay, take me to the safe house. Here's the address.
Like, it's not granted that... well, I mean, it is probably granted that hobbies nowadays are just becoming less irrelevant towards us now because prices on everything are going up. On video games, consoles, PCs, and all that kind of stuff. It's at least for gamers. But for card collectors, it's because of the stinking scalpers that are within every single area.
Appreciate you showing up for me like that. I'll send you the money.
I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of how things are nowadays. Hobbies are becoming more dead as time progresses onwards. Like, just to play games and just to enjoy them it's just becoming more irrelevant as time progresses onwards. Just to buy them, just to play them, just to talk about them, or play with a few other random people. Just to enjoy it all together is just becoming more irrelevant as time progresses onwards, because the prices are just rising up, and people are just like big corporations are just penny pinching at this point. And as for collectors, it's like people are scalping their way inside of stores just to buy stuff. Like that Pokemon card thing, which, let's just be real, was a really stupid thing that ever occurred to be the case. Why it happened? Because a bunch of people just wanted to make money out of Pokemon cards and are too afraid They're just too afraid to get an actual job.
I'm listening.
They're just too afraid to get an actual job. They're always too afraid of trying to get a job, to get a full-on job. Which is kind of just mind-boggling at the very least. I mean, yeah, sure, you're probably making a lot of money out of it, but you're doing it in the most scummiest way possible by preventing people from enjoying a certain hobby that they enjoy the most. But I mean, this is greed that we're talking about. A lot of people are greedy for money. It's gotten so bad to a point where, I mean, people are just like talking about it. talking about people, other people who are just up there and greedy. The worst case scenario is that this, where I'm living at, I mean, not this, but where I'm living at is the United States, and it is the #1 greediest nation within the whole entire world, and nobody wants to admit that. I mean, there's greedy individuals in any nation, but come on, the US is pretty much the greediest nation out there. And you know what, let's just say it like this. The whole entire world has its own unique ways of greed, and nobody wants to admit that. And they don't have a sense of feeling like they're satisfied with what they're given right there and then, off the bat. Which is very tiring at the very least. Like, all I want to do is just enjoy some playing some video games. But it's like, I can't do that knowing that someone, or at least a corporation, that's making my favorite types of video games are greedy. Like EA Games in regards to Need for Speed. I like that franchise once before. I played a few games back then. Ever since the PS2 at the very least. But gaming's got to a point where everything is just digital. Even in-game purchases now exist. So what does EA do? They capitalize on in-game purchases, DLCs, and stuff like that. They don't really have too much to mind about when in regards to what the people want. They care about the profit margins, so that's why they shorten the development span and just tries to implement some more in-game purchases, because they know that they think to themselves that the game purchase itself, like the copy, is not enough. So that's why they do that. Hello, Dardrum, for stopping by. Honestly, reality is sad nowadays. And there's just really nothing we can do about reality nowadays. We can parody it, we can make fun of it, but it's just the way it is. And it's like with people who are trying to make video games and they got their customers providing backlash to them. You may think that the company decides to think and learn from the mistake they made once before, but nope.
How are we doing out there? Our guys still have a pulse?
Nope, they don't learn. EA Games sure as hell doesn't learn, even though they make it seem like they did at the very least. EA has to make money at some point. Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm saying more of they're just not satisfied with what they're making overall. Every company is not satisfied with what they're making overall. I get it, they're making money, but they're just like relying too much on what they could do to make the margins like increase it more, and they think that additional DLCs and in-game purchases is the answer, when in reality it isn't. It's the game quality that matters the most, is what interacts people to buying the game in the first place and playing it from there and then. Like Need for Speed Unbound, even though the different case scenario is the fact that it was released only specifically on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. A lot of people did not buy that game, not just because it was a bad game, not just because of that, but specifically the fact that they thought it was a good idea to sell it specifically to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. When a lot of people don't even have a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S because they don't have a lot of money just to buy the consoles there and then, because the consoles are pretty much expensive. So what's another way to improve the profit margins when the game was released right there and then, if the game sales weren't going to be good enough? Oh, well, let's include a Speed Pass system and additional content for after the Speed Pass is gone, like after the Speed Pass is completed. But still, the companies are just not satisfied with what they're given in regards to video games, like how much they're making. It's not bad there and then to make a small DLC to make the game matter the most, like provide more content for the game for people who wants to keep playing the game. But I mean, nowadays it's just a God-given excuse for companies to just make more profit margins rather than something interesting for people to play all together. Oh, now at times we're getting to a point where we have this FOMO going on. Now it's getting to a point where this FOMO is happening. It's the biggest thing that could ever occur, and it's what gets people to buy more of whatever we got. In regards to in-game currency, well, not in-game currencies, but in-game special content, and giving a reason to play. Yeah. Like, DLC is just a reason, like additional content, just saying that's right there and then, oh, well, you have this new thing inside this game, and that's just about it. We're giving you a reason as to why you should keep on playing it. Like, yeah, honestly, the reason as to why additional content's added into the game is not just specifically, oh, well, you have this additional set of content, now you're gonna play the game. It's not just about the money, it's also giving you a reason as to why you should play the game a little bit more longer than how you should play it. Like if it came to Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah, I would suppose that makes sense, because you're playing a game, you're exploring, you're enjoying the game for what it is right off the bat, because it has a lot of fun stuff that you could do. You're basically hunting monsters, you're playing through a campaign and all that kind of stuff. And then you have the Sunbreak DLC, which is a few additional more gameplay. It's just like an additional bit of the story to keep you active while playing inside the game. If you want more a campaign, like enjoy the story a bit longer or something like that. I don't really know. Then yeah, Monster Hunter Rise, really. You play the Monster Hunter Rise campaign, you're done with that, and then you want to play it a little bit longer. But if you feel like you don't want to specifically be hunting monsters that right there and then, you play the you play the Sunbreak DLC and you're given an extra few hours of campaign to play inside that game. Like, yeah, honestly, that would make sense. Not this, oh, you get new car and new items and we expect you to play the game a little bit longer now with those stuff. No. No. Not only does this apply with, like, I don't want to give the game a reason to play just because of that one specific item that's being added inside the game. I want to play the game with a little bit longer, with more stuff to do. Maybe an expanded campaign of sorts. If I want to play the game just for one specific item, I mean, it might as well just be added in the base game right there and then, rather than just having me to pay for it as additional content and then play it from there and then. Like, honestly, it's stupid. It's a waste of time. It's only worth getting it if you buy it at a discount, because Need for Speed Heat, McLaren F1 for $5 damn, you're better off buying that in a cheaper price on a Steam sale rather than paying for the full $5. And that's when the game had its popularity back then. The same could even be applied for the volume catch-up packs and all the other various additional packs that you get inside of Need for Speed Unbound. You could buy those stuff, but you're better off buying them at a much cheaper price than what they are already given. It's just not recommended that you buy the stuff there and then with that specific price they're set at, and you're expected to play the game a little bit longer just to show EA, just to give them that extra playtime that they've been wanting to siphon off of you from that very game that you play right there and then. I was very refusing of playing Need for Speed Unbound for what it was worth, because yeah, sure, I could get the special content. I mean, like, I could grind through the hours and get the special content from there and then. Not just specifically on single player because you beat the campaigns, but also on multiplayer because the lobbies are pretty much empty, I guess. The game has it specifically built like that, but I really, time is just too precious for me to waste on a fucking video game that is just built to waste your time. Yeah, at least the McLaren F1 is worth it. It's fast and agile. I mean, yeah, sure, the McLaren F1 is worth it because it's like that. But I mean, you're only just getting like one vehicle. And you're getting a small bit of the black market campaign, which isn't very much. You beat the black market in a few minutes, and boom, it's already completed. You have nothing else to do besides just drive the McLaren F1, customize it, and do whatever you want with it. And it's just specifically one vehicle. To me, it just feels lackluster. I don't know, maybe not to a lot of people, but to me it just feels like it's just an absolute lackluster to have the additional content when you're just given one specific additional thing, and that's just about it. Like, if you're going for one specific thing, like, it would make sense if you would put it for at least like $1 pretty much just to buy one additional item inside of the game, either if it's cosmetic or if it actually has a purpose inside of the game. But additional story content, I suppose it makes sense as to why it should be $5 at the very least. Because you're with additional story, you're like playing some additional missions. You'll probably be playing those for a few hours, give or take, depending on how well you play the game. Maybe a few minutes, or maybe you just want to enjoy the game. You want to enjoy this additional like you play a few minutes, depending on how well you play the game. Maybe an hour tops or so, or you play for a few hours because you want to enjoy the. You want to experience the various new things inside the game rather than just simply playing the campaign of said DLC. Like like Fallout 4, when, yeah, sure, the DLCs don't last very long inside of those games in regards to the automatons. You could probably make it last, or even a Nuka World. But you would make it last if you just like explore around and just look around inside the game and see what's new and what's not. Given, of course, it is an old game. I don't know, though. All I know is that gaming now. All I know is that everything about gaming is a business. Everything about it is just strictly a business, and that's all it should ever be. It's not just for the sake of the people that wants to experience it. It's not for the sake of caring for a good experience as to what people would have expected in regards to the game, what they would have probably wanted in regards to a video game. But I find it fun in the expansions of Fallout 4. Then you know for certain in Fallout 4 that it is something that you can enjoy. At least the expansions. Not just the base game itself, but some of the expansions because of what they provide to you. Not just the campaign, but merely what other additional features the game has it on its own. Let's see how much. Let me see how much it is for that stuff. I mean, I already have the DLCs, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I mean, it's just best to check it out. Like, these are worth $5 pretty much. Each and every single one of these DLCs. Not the automaton, because that's $10. But you're getting more than just the campaign and the armor. You're actually able to get more companions out of that. Which I guess it makes sense, but the campaign's just short. But then again, you're making companions of your own, so I suppose. Contraptions, I don't really, or the Vault-Tec, the Wasteland, the contraptions, the workshops, I would say just be like $1 each. Because you're just getting more buildables, and that's just about it. You're not getting anything else besides that. The additional campaigns though, that would make sense to be like $5 each. This is $14, which is like an additional campaign. I don't know why they charged it for $15, but it's just egregious. I mean, yeah, sure, you're getting more campaigns, you're getting more weapons, but realistically, for that price alone, you're just better off buying another Steam game that's for cheap, rather than spending it all together on DLCs. That would make sense as to why it should be $5. Or what about the Nuka World pack? I mean, yeah, sure, it's just an additional... It's a big theme park based on Nuka World. It has a campaign of its own. It's got some various special stuff. That would make sense to be $5 as well. And same goes for the automatrons as well. The Nuka World was 9.99 pounds. Well, to me, it's $9.99. I just rounded up to the nearest penny because I think it just makes sense to me. Far Harbor is 14.99 pounds. Oh no, wait. That's not pounds. Hold on. What currency is that? Because it's not pounds. Automatron is... $9.89 something. They're basically the same thing in regards to the US dollars, except I really don't... Euros. Oh, hold on. Ah, damn it. Okay. It took... I did not know that for certain. Oh, brother. In US dollars, it's a lot more expensive compared to what we have. Well, I mean, it's not too expensive, but it's still a little bit more pricier in comparison to US dollars. I actually do feel disappointed for the Europeans. Well, I mean, like, for the European gamers, I do have to feel bad for them because for you people, it's just more expensive compared to how it is in regards to the United States and the United Kingdom. I do feel bad. I really, really do feel bad. And I'm just really disappointed as to how some people are out there and they just charge it the way they charge it. Like, it honestly just disappoints me at the very least. It might come to a way where I should be seeing it as a good thing that we're getting additional content, but honestly, it just varies depending on if it, like, what you're gonna get for the content. It should depend on what type of content you're getting that makes sense as to that specified price tag. Like the additional campaigns, it makes sense to be like an additional like $5 or so. The volume catch-up packs, I suppose, would be an addition. Like, it's fine if the way it is, but there should be no fucking way. Like, there should be no fucking excuse as to why a Porsche 959S pack. I don't care if it's like a full set of these vehicles. It does not make any sense as to why it's $5. It should be like $1 because you're only getting 3 new vehicles, and that's just about it, and a few customizations. At least it's not like €30 or €20, and that makes sense. Those would be even more worse. Trick or Treat swag pack. Like, this is one new car, or well, one additional custom car and a few character customization options, and this is fucking charged at like $15. Honestly, it's just mind-boggling as to how these people work when it comes to just making price tags in regards to stuff like this. Volume 4 is $10. This is ridiculous. Like, honestly, I'm just disappointed nowadays. Where gaming and additional content towards gaming is specifically for the corporational greed that exists out there inside of this world. The thing of it is that it's masked under, oh, game developers care, so they'll provide extra content and at a specific price tag. And that price tag is like very fucking high. It's high enough to a point where you could just basically get another game that's for cheap out there, rather than just like buying the content itself. Like, shoot, what is there? Like, honestly, there's Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005. Even though that's really an old game. It's cost, the Battlefront 2 from 2005 is $10 basically. You could buy that and it'd be a lot more cheaper. The 959 €5. The 959S set is $5 in United States. Like, honestly, it makes sense to me that you would buy if you're like wanting to spend $10, at least spend it on a game that is not on a game altogether. Like, just for $10, just a video game. It doesn't have to be from the third party. It doesn't have to be from a AAA company. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just wait until it's like discounted and then go from there. It's pretty much the same, but between euros and US dollars is just different calculations, really. It's just has its own differences, per se. It's just different calculations of its own. I'm not really too sure. It's just weird. Like, you could, instead of spending $15 pretty much on an Ultimate Collection upgrade, you could spend that $15 on, let's see, what's worth $15 pretty much? you could pretty much it's not really specifically 15, but you could at least utilize some of the money to buy this game because it looks interesting in some ways possible. You're playing a whole entire game altogether. You're not like getting an additional few content pack. You're not like getting additional content, which is more cars, more customization upgrades in regards to your cars, or even the characters themselves. No. What you're doing is that when you're instead of utilizing the $15 on the Ultimate Edition, which is the separate bundle, you utilize that $15, or at least the fourth portion of the $15, and you buy this game instead. That would be worth it. Be worth your while, depending on how you feel with the game. But to me, I think it would be worth it at the very least, because you're at least playing something different, and you're getting more. You're playing something different altogether, number one. Number two, you're going to be given various content based on what the game is built specifically to have. It's more worth it compared to buying additional vehicles or customization options inside of Need for Speed Unbound. At the very least, when you're looking at the Ultimate Edition upgrade. Because when you look at additional content by AAA game developers, well, I mean, this is more specifically for me when it comes to racing games. But when you look at video games by AAA game developers, at some cases, because not all of them are going to be like this all the time, there are some that do care, but there's a certain majority that do not care whatsoever. They will. That if you're looking at games and you see the additional content that is new vehicles, new car customization options, and they just charge you this much, this is really not worth it unless you buy them at like a special Steam sale at the very least. The same could even be said for the video games, because games nowadays are like $70. Now they're pretty much gonna try to push for $80, maybe even $90 or $100. I don't really even know, but the game pricing is just hiking as time progresses onwards. Excuse me. The game prices is hiking, and the hobby is getting more worse because it's being more focused on whatever the corporations want at the very least at the end of the day. And there's not really much we can do about it as far as I know. I mean, there is protesting and that kind of stuff, but then again, not then again, but at the very least, it's not. Is it really gonna work at the end of the day? Probably not. Is there, like, you could protest, you could boycott, but the reality is that it's not going to matter anyways, because there's going to be a lot of people that do play the game whatsoever. And it's perfectly fine. They play the game. It's to their own issues, I suppose. But, sadly though, there's just no change. There's just no way to change how gaming should be by today's standards. If there was a way, I would have loved that to happen. But unfortunately, there isn't, and it's not going to change anytime soon. It's like buying jewelry. Yeah, buying video games is like buying jewelry. It's just too fucking expensive nowadays. Unfortunately, at the very least. Or actually, but then we get to a point at some point in the future where buying games is going to be like trying and a console. Oh yeah, consoles. Consoles are actually more worse than just buying games themselves. At some point, buying games and consoles are going to get to a point where they're going to be comparable to buying a full-on vehicle themselves. Buying a full-on car. It's just going to get more expensive as time progresses onwards. PS5 got more expensive. Oh yeah, no doubt. They think that they think that the price increase is gonna get more people to come in and buy the console. Yeah, right. I mean, it's not gonna stop people from buying the consoles, so I don't even know why. I don't know why I'm gonna say that right there and then. I mean, hey, to all's satisfaction, I suppose. Unfortunately, my satisfaction remains with PC for the time being. It'll probably be like this for a very long while. I could go out of my way to emulate some games from the PS2, but it won't. I mean, gaming has been expensive, and it'll probably get even more expensive time progresses onwards. And it's just non-stop. I don't know. All I know is that gaming nowadays is just not really that good anymore. I mean, there are some games that are good. It just depends, really. But yeah. Actually, I'm just about to call the stream off because I did want to go and eat. So I do want to call it off for the night or for the evening. So with that being said, my name's Icecade. Actually, no, forget about the algorithm because this is a chill stream. But I will say this again, as I did say earlier, I will not be streaming for a very long while. Pray that I will do more. I am doing some videos, so I am focusing on that, but also at the same time, it just makes people not buy the PS5. True. Price increase does prevent people from buying more consoles. The same could even be said for video games as well. Like the Nintendo Switch, or the Nintendo Switch 2, or both of them actually. And the insane prices on the Nintendo Switch 2 games, at the very least. But yeah, besides that, I'm not going to be streaming for a very long while. I'll probably get back to it as soon as the summer starts. But I will be releasing some videos for the time being. It's just that I have to juggle it between the video editing and doing my schoolwork for college. Because, again, I mean, not really again, but at the very least, YouTube is not really guaranteed to be something as... It's not really meant to be built up as something... I mean, yeah, I want to make videos. I want to do live streams. I do want to enjoy people as much as I possibly could. even though I cannot really entertain the whole entire crowd. But at the very least, that's all I just really want to do. I'm not really pushing myself to do, like, algorithm-filled bullshit or anything like that, so, yeah. But besides that, I'm going to be taking the break from YouTube for the month, and then I'll see about coming back later on. But with that being said, I will catch you later.